Hey gang, it's JC, and this is the Daily Dose for Monday, October 10th, 2011, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. We have great television archives top of the page, our eye candy feature along the bottom, and over in the corner, our rock and roll poll question. You guys cheated. You cheated. You know, nobody looked at the picture. You guys didn't look at the picture. If you looked at the picture, your answers would have been completely different, because I know that when a woman poses naked, whether she's an athlete or a non-athlete, people like it. So I asked the question about Hope Solo, formerly of the Athletica, U.S. Women's Olympic Soccer team, and she posed for a series of pictures in the body issue of ESPN magazine, and I said, what's your opinion of this? And 60% of you said she looks great, and I'm fine with it. You didn't look at the pictures. I know you didn't, because if you looked at the pictures, your answers would have been different. 20% of you said women with that body type and muscles that huge are sort of gross and a big turnoff. That should have been the number one answer. It's a little weird that young women are so quick to pose nude when they want to get famous and build a career at 20%. All right, just forget about it. What do you think of the Occupy St. Louis and Occupy Wall Street demonstrations? I walked by them the other night coming out of the ball game, and it's almost like they wanted to pick a fight with me, and I'm not against them. I don't know that I'm for them, but I don't think I'm against them either. And so here are your options, okay? Your options are, I support them completely. We're all getting screwed by Wall Street and big corporations. B, good message, bad messengers. This isn't the way to bring about change. Or C, they're a bunch of greasy, dirty punks with a fundamentally dopey message, all right? Let's see what we get as far as answers on Occupy St. Louis and Occupy Wall Street. I am Twittering now. Finally figured the damn thing out. My Facebook thing is completely screwed up. Trish, got to figure out some way. I had Facebook, we had 5,000 friends, everything was going great. We tried to transfer everything over to another account so we could grow more than 5,000, and the whole thing just basically blew up. So I'm trying to work on that and figure out what to do. So I have moved over to Twitter, so let's try that. You can follow me on Twitter at STLJCCorcoran. STLJCCorcoran. There's the Twitter. I posted my first Twitter and put it up there, and 5 minutes later, there was a change of plans, and I would have had to Twitter, change of plans. It's a long story, folks. It's a long story. All right, so let's talk about the Cardinals. Did you really think that the Cardinals were going to win 11 straight games and just cruise straight on to another world championship? They're going to lose a game once in a while. They lost to Milwaukee yesterday. They looked terrible. They didn't look great. Again, Tony La Russa mystifying baseball followers with what he's doing. You add an extra pitcher to the postseason roster, and then you use the pitchers. You got statistics that showed that Dotel and Ryan Braun really matched up terrifically in terms of the Cardinals, and no deal. So I don't know what he's doing. He's going to the Hall of Fame. He's gotten us this far, but half the time the stuff that Tony does, I don't know what he's doing. And then the post-game press conference is, if you dare even ask a question, let alone disagree with him, he'll rip your freaking head off. He is one of a kind, folks, but he's our guy, and he's taken us this far, so let's see if we can keep on going. Nyjer Morgan. Well, how beautiful was it to watch him strike out when they pinch hit for him? He's walking around with all that swagger and everything, acting like he owns the ballpark, and then they put him in there and he whiffs. It was just fabulous. And Ricky Weeks. I thought that thing was that Julian Assange thing, those computer hackers. All right. Paul McCartney made the dreaded mistake again yesterday, number 3 for him. She's 51, he's 69. She's got her own money. By the way, they were introduced to one another by Barbara Walters. I got to remember to talk to Eric Mink about that. Hold on a second, I'm writing myself a note. Walters. See if Eric Mink will tell his Barbara Walters story tomorrow on the Showgram on the Big 550 KTRS, where Trish and I are every day from noon until 3. They're throwing hot dogs at Tiger Woods now. I don't know how good that's going to... I don't even know what the point of that is. Guy was drunk. Real Steel, the Hugh Jackman movie, came in first place at the box office this week, $27.3 million. The George Clooney movie, which I saw over the weekend, I'll tell you about tomorrow right here, came in second place with $10.4 million. The weather's been so beautiful around the country. I'm surprised anybody went into the movies. Between all the sports on, all the football, all the baseball, hockey just started up, plus the weather's been beautiful. I can't believe anybody's in the movie theaters, but we were. The crisis has been averted. The Simpsons will be around for at least 2 more seasons. They got their contract stuff worked out. All right, so ever since they fired Hank Williams Jr. On ESPN, they were wondering, well, what are we going to do to kick off Monday Night Football? We don't have a song. So, at least for tonight, they got Barry Sanders, former NFL great, who's going to be on, and he's going to have some sort of opening segment. That's all we know. I don't know what they're going to do. I think they're going to change it every week or something like that. Detroit Lions hosting the Chicago Bears tonight on Monday Night Football, but I think most people are going to be watching the Cardinal game. Dancing with the Stars performance show. Oh, Kim's Fairy Tale Wedding on E! Huh? Tracy Morgan on Letterman, Paula Abdul on Jimmy Kimmel, Stewart and Colbert are in reruns. One more thing airlines won't let you travel with when you're on the airplane, and that is your bulldog. Delta, United, and American Airlines have banned bulldogs and other snub-nosed breeds because they're more likely to have breathing trouble and suffocate in the cargo hold. Listen to this. More than half of the 189 pets that have died on commercial flights in the last 6 years were snub-nosed dogs. I don't think I'd ever put my animal on one of those planes. I had a bad situation when I moved to St. Louis back in 1984. I flew my cat from Chicago, where I was staying with my mother and father, flew the cat 45 minutes from Chicago to St. Louis, and I lost the damn cat. I finally found the cat, but, what the hell's going on? Ben Stiller hosted Saturday Night Live. Everybody who was anticipating the return of Eddie Murphy were disappointed because he did not show. By the way, even though, as I said, most people will be watching a ball game, Cher will be in the audience tonight on Dancing with the Stars. Finally, something to entice gay viewers. Today is Columbus Day, the day we celebrate the Christopher Columbus discovering the Bahamas. A Delaware woman was arrested for trying to sell her baby in order to pay for a trip to Disney World. It's ridiculous. You'd have to sell at least 2 babies to get enough money. Oakland Raiders owner Al Davis died over the weekend. Davis made the Raiders what they are today, but he did a lot of good things too. 45 days to Halloween. 45 days to Thanksgiving, 76 days to Christmas, just to mess you up even further. It was on this date in 1978 that Joe Perry of Aerosmith and Steven Tyler were injured during a concert in Philadelphia when an excited fan threw a cherry bomb on stage. For a long time, they did their shows behind like a mesh screen. I'm not kidding about that either. It was on this date in 1991. You may remember this, that Joseph Harris, an ex-postal worker, killed 3 other postal workers and another woman in New Jersey and inspired the term going postal. All right, JC's Eye Candy today. Here she is, your Super Bowl entertainment. Madonna, coming up in February. I hope she's going to be wearing long sleeves. Take a look at the picture right below and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so the Cardinals, they win tonight in Milwaukee. Everything's fine. Then they are really in control of the series as far as I'm concerned. They lose in Milwaukee tonight, and they might, by the way. This is not a particularly good pitching matchup, and the ball was flying out of Miller Park yesterday too, by the way. Don't know if the roof would be open or closed. The ball doesn't go that far when the roof is closed. It goes flying out when the roof is open. This is, I don't have the best feeling about tonight, but I've been wrong on almost every prediction as far as the Cardinals in postseason this year, so I give up. I'm not even trying anymore. I just turn on the TV, or I go to the ballpark and watch the game, and then we talk about it afterwards. I'm not in the prediction business anymore because they have surprised me more than enough times for me to understand that it's a waste of time trying to predict things. In the meantime, that's it. JC's Daily Dose for Monday, October 10th, 2011. A combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.